Could it result in a possible DUI if someone had allergy medication and was driving around feeling drowsy? Attorney Brian Sloan says, absolutely, because it could show up as amphetamines in the person's system, even though it would be grounds of reasonable suspicion, even if someone was just rocking out in their car. Common sense would also need to come into play here, and I would hope that this new case that came out from the Supreme Court would have been different if the person who was shaking their fists was in the vehicle by himself. I believe it was more about the community caretaking function because the person who was waving their arms had a passenger in the vehicle, and the officer might have had a concern that the passenger was being abused and that maybe this was a domestic violence situation. Around 85% of people who get charged with DUI tend to be in the vehicles by themselves, so hopefully the law will not open up a can of worms and have officers pulling people over for just anything. Most officers would try to look for multiple reasons to stop a vehicle, so they would not just pull someone over for flailing their arms, and they would watch to see if there was any other sort of traffic violation. A lot of the police reports that I read seem to indicate that the officer was trying to see multiple traffic violations instead of trying to simply pull someone over because they saw someone driving in the bicycle lane for 1 foot. The police would generally try to follow the person for a little while so they could see what else happened. Cases like these that come out of the Supreme Court open up the possibilities for people to be doing innocent conduct, but the officer would still be able to stop the vehicle because they felt they had reasonable suspicion. For a free phone consultation, contact attorney Brian Sloan in Phoenix, Arizona at 602-357-8980 or visit him on the web at www.arisdui.com.